So welcome to this module. Set Amazon still here, and in this particular module, I'm going to be showing you how to publish your Kindle format on Amazon, paperback and hardcover. Because we have gotten all the files required, so the next thing to do is to just publish. So to get on with this, you will want to come to your browser and go to kdp.amazon.com, kdp.amazon.com, input your email and password, and when you click on sign in, depending on how your account is set up, you'll be required to insert an OTP. Either OTP sent to your email, to your phone number, or to your Google Authenticator app. In this case, the OTP that I'm asked to input is the one generated by my Authenticator app. So I'll just go there right now and pick it up, then insert here so we can make progress. So that would be 208. Oh, sorry. That will be 028541. All right. Click on this, then sign in. So when you sign in, this is exactly what you are going to see, right? So the next thing I want you to do for progress sake is click on this part where you see create. Now, when you click on create, you would have this Kindle ebook, paperback, and hardcover. Then there's also series page, but we're not talking about series page at all on this course. So Kindle ebook, that is what I want you to click on. Create ebook. Then the process of publishing is actually straightforward and quite simple. You just need to know what you're doing. The language. This book was written in English, but look at what it says here. Choose the primary language your book is written in. So mine is written in English. If you write a book that is not in English, you can always select the particular language as seen here. The next, you want to put in the title of this book. So this book's title is Keeping Fit for Busy CEOs. There's no subtitle, but if you have one, you insert it here. Ignore this. This is also optional, so you don't have to put it. But the author's name, mine is Max Wellness, right? So, and in case you are using just one name as the pen name, you can put it here on the last name, not here. Put it here. It will be accepted. If you put it here, it will not go through, but put it here, it goes. Contributors, you can leave that as well. So, description. Remember what we used on the cover of our book, on the back cover of our book. That's what um, you can also use as a description. But if you have a fantastic sales copy that you have written that can compel potential readers to get your book, then you can use that in place of simply the blurb or about the book section. So in this case, I will just use my blurb as I have already created it before now. So that's what I will just copy and paste here. Yes. So I'll move on. Publishing rights. Always select I own the copyright and I hold necessary publishing rights. Otherwise, you cannot publish a book that is already in the the public domain. So there's no point at all. Primary audience, sexually explicit image on that. No. Reading age. My book does not have a reading age per se. So you only do this when it is for younger audience. So but mine does not have any. It's for general adult range. Primary marketplace. Remember, my book was written in the US English style. So my primary marketplace is actually the United States, which I will leave like that. Then the categories and keywords. These are two areas that you have to be careful about. It is important that you select the exact specific category that matches what your book really is about. So I'll come to categories where I'm going to choose, and then I will click here to select category. So remember that my book is keeping fit for busy CEOs. So there are a number of components there. I talked about fitness, talk about CEOs, talk about business, talk about executives. So I want to be very specific as to where my book can stay that will really convey the essence of the book. And I have just three categories to pick from. So I would want to come and look for where I would get something very close to what. Okay, see, I have health, fitness, and dieting. I will select that and then see what else we can get. Teen health, all of that. So we have addiction recovery, alternative grooming, counseling, therapy, debt, exercise and fitness, nutrition, personal health. So okay, let's look at exercise and fitness and see if we have something that can work. Dance, pregnancy, running, stretching, aquatic walking, weights, yoga, hip, general for aging, dance. Okay, let's see. Martial art. No, none of these actually really hit it for me. But I have to also look at what my book really talks about. So what I would try and do is instead of selecting and just any random one, let me come here. Let me just return back here and then come to this part that says business and money because I know that is where executive CEOs and all of that will really fall. So if I have anything related to health and fitness under here, then I think that will make more sense for me. So let's just see accounting, business life. Okay, let's see business life. What do we have there? Anything that talks about fitness, health, stress. Yeah, you see that. So I can select health and stress. Let's see if there's any other one that really talks about. Okay, now I have one. Let me click on add under category. Now, if you understand what I'm doing, the major category for this book is business related, but the subcategory is now the health. So we're trying to create a book that will help business executives stay healthy. So if your book category has to be very specific and targeted. So let me come back here again and see what else I can find. All right, so let's see investing, leadership, personal finance, skills transition, technology. I don't think. Okay, let's come to education and reference and see what we have. Picking categories is one of the um, most intentional aspect of publishing here on Amazon. So you have to be very intentional and careful so that you get the exact one that will best sell your book. So that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I don't think there's any other one except here again, personal success motivation, mentoring and coaching, confidence, diversity and inclusion. Okay, so what I will now do next is I will return to the category. I will return to the category about. I'll return to the category about health, fitness, and dieting, and see if there is anything related to. Um, okay, let's look at personal health and see if there's anything related to. Yeah, you see that work related health. So this works for me as well. Can select that. But before I select, let me see. Let me say okay. Work related health is okay for me as well. And then I can also select healthy living just so that we don't spend too much time overthinking this. So, but if you check through my thought processes, you understand why I have selected this category. And now, when you do this for the first category, especially for Kindle, it will guide you on how to also select for paperback when time comes. So, click on Save Categories. Then you also need to now input the 7 keywords. It says optional here, but that is a trick. It is not actually optional for you. So to get the keywords you use here, you can either look through your book description and see which keywords can work best for you. But in my case, I usually use ChatGPT to quickly generate keywords that will work best for me. So I use ChatGPT. I simply copy the description of my book and ask it to generate keywords relevant to that particular description that I can use to sell on Amazon. And it brought this for me. So that is exactly what I am typing here, and hoping that this will help me sell this book here on Amazon. All right, so I'll just fill that up. Just give me a sec to finish that, and then yes. So I have inserted all of this. Next, I need to simply go to do is click on save and continue. If your book is not ready to go live, you can make it a pre-order by clicking on this option and following all the processes. But I advise that always publish your book when it is ready to go live. In fact, most authors will reach out to you when their books are ready to go live. So remember that you are learning this as a publisher. So you're learning this to become a professional publisher. So you're doing it for them as they reach out to you. Yes. So the next thing you want to do is to select this option, tick it, add data right management to inhibit unauthorized access to or copying of digital content files. No, this can not be changed after publication. So the essence of this is to guide your copyright so that when your book is on Amazon and is published, other people cannot get unauthorized access to your book. You don't want people to have unauthorized access to your book. So you select that and then you upload your manuscript. So the manuscript you're going to upload here is simply the KPF format of this book that we created using Kindle Previewer. Remember that the one we exported as a KPF, where we use Kindle Previewer, uploaded the doc file, and then exported as a KPF file. You can see it says keepingfit.kpf. This is the reason why you have to make sure that your files are ready before you start publishing, so you don't have to go back and forth. Having done that, come to Kindle Ebook cover. Don't use this because you have already created your cover. Instead, click on upload a cover you have already created. Now you say JPG or TIFF. Make sure that your cover is JPG, just like I've taught. So go upload your cover file. So you simply just look for your cover file from your device. In my case, it's here. I'll just upload my cover file and wait. So it's uploading. I'll just wait for it to finish and then I continue. So now that the cover is uploaded and the manuscript is uploaded, it says complete. Then you come to AI generated content question. Did you use AI tools in creating text, images, and or translations in your book? In my case, the answer is yes. I used AI to create some text inside this book. In fact, most of the text inside this book. So I'll just come here, mainly text. So the question now is, how much use did you have with AI? So some sections with minimal or no editing, some sections with extensive editing, entire work with minimal or no editing, entire work with extensive editing. So mine was actually the entire work with extensive editing. So now, mind you, most people find it awkward to just admit that they use AI, but I don't think Amazon has anything to do with whether you use AI or not. Just wanted you to know because this is not going to be displayed alongside your book, right? So I use that, and yeah, mainly that. And then yes, I use also Cloud AI. Yeah. So those are the book. Just be plain and honest with what you do. There's no restriction or whatsoever. But you even get when you say you did not use AI when you used, that's where you have issues. You understand? So for the images, there was none, translations, none, and all I need to simply do from here is it says you found two possible errors. I'm going to ignore that. I'll just move to the next part. This part where it asks you for ISBN, just ignore it, click on save and continue. So this will bring us to the third part of our publishing process, the Kindle publishing process. Now, the first thing you ask here is about the Kindle Select enrollment. For beginners who are mainly focused on Amazon KDP, I advise that you can enroll your book on KDP Select. This is because with KDP Select, your book gets to be promoted by Amazon for 5 consecutive days within a 90 days period. And this is usually a good thing because within that period, your book gains more visibility because Amazon will promote it for you. Howbeit, it's going to be free to everybody who has a KDP, a Kindle Unlimited account. But for those who do not have a Kindle Unlimited account, they have to pay the full price. The only downside is that based on Amazon's policy, if you enroll your book as a KDP Select file, you are not permitted to promote it or sell it online on any other platform within the period with which it is enrolled. So in this case, I'll leave you to make your own decision as to what you want. Sell solely on Amazon KDP or sell on other platforms without enrolling your book. All right. So in this case, I will not enroll simply because I also want you to be on the safe side. So I don't say something that may affect you. Follow Amazon's prescribed policies and guidelines to be safe on their platform. So I intend to publish this on other platforms, so I will not enroll. Okay. Territories, leave it at all territories except if you have restrictions on some territories. This is already default to primary marketplace as .com. Then for the pricing or royalties, if you are publishing your paperback, if you're publishing your Kindle format book, I always advise that you opt for the 70% royalty because you are going to definitely earn more. And for most books, depends on what you're writing. Sometimes the price can be within 2.99 to 9.99, but it depends on what you're writing, your target audience, and all. So my book is targeted towards CEOs. CEOs already have money, so I will put my book at 9.99. Why I'm using 9.99 is because 9.99 is the highest I can use as long as I am going for the 70% plan. And on this 70% plan, I will get 6.97 for every sale of this book on Amazon. So I just scroll downwards and all I need to do is to click on publish your Kindle ebook. And this book gets published on Amazon KDP. So with this, we've come to the end of the process of publishing your Kindle book. You see, congratulations, is being published. So we move then to publishing our paperback.